Good evening. More than 150,000 kids in the country live with a form of disability, according to Statistics Canada. Here in the border city, the Snowflake House Respite Foundation offers help to families who have children with special needs. And as Annette reports, last night was the foundation's annual fundraiser.
An organization many people in the border city look to for support. Amy Labrecque is thankful for the foundation and uses their services twice a week for her son, Doug.
Just to alleviate a little bit of the stress of having, to find a babysitter and relieve the stress of my kids having to actually watch them on those days. So it works really good.
So it depends on what the child's special needs are, and then we match them up with somebody who has the skills to deal with that, and it gives the parents a break for whatever they want to do.
A dinner, silent auction, and a comedian were on the agenda for the gala, and even the Bantam hockey team lent a helping hand for the evening.
They just come out to our games and watching and everything, so it's just give back to them. It's the main thing we can do. We're cleaning up dishes and handing out the food for them, and just try not to get in the way.
The foundation does home visits, as well will take clients out for public activities.
Currently we do hourly respite, which means we go into the client's home and we spend time there, or we take the client out and have some fun out in the public doing swimming or bowling or shopping.
And Labrecque wants to encourage other families.
But for their families as well that have children with special needs and maybe don't know where to turn to find that sort of respite that they're looking for.
The gala raised more than $5,000, a record for the foundation. All proceeds are going towards a new building for the Respite House and activities for the clients. An update now on the Rooftop campout fundraiser Lloydminster firefighters held this weekend. They brought in more than $16,000 for the ALS Society at Fire Hall Number 1 and various locations around the city. The firefighters would like to extend their thanks to the public and for their support. It's an award-winning play that has gained international attention, and now God of Carnage is being brought to Vermiliion and Lloydminster. Vermiliion Theatre Productions has been rehearsing the play for about a month and is now ready to release the 4-actor play.
For mitigating circumstances.
When you murdered that hamster?
Murdered?
Yes.
I did not murder that hamster.
Yes, you did. And you've done your very best to make us feel guilty. But your freaking version...
God of Carnage is about 2 pairs of parents who meet after one of their children hurt the other at a park. They try to solve their children's problem, but instead another truth is revealed.
When in fact, when you pull off the mask, as it were, you realize that the ugly underneath is that they're just as infantile as their own children.
The play was chosen because of its universal theme.
It's one that any of us who are parents see going on around us all the time. We're probably a bit of a part of it ourselves.
Don't work yourself up into the state, Veronique. It's ridiculous.
The tools were his idea. Entirely his idea.
It also reveals the darker human nature that I think is always there. Like, we try to pretend that we're civil and we're nice and we care about everyone, but I think underneath it all, we all just care about ourselves.
The play is completely character-driven with intense moments and black comedy in between, a show many adults and parents will enjoy.
The doors of which I've opened in the spirit of reconciliation to people who ought to be thankful to me for it.
It's a lot of fun to play with all of the actors, and a lot of fun to try one's hand at a direction at the same time and be able to put on 2 hats, as it were.
God of Carnage will be showing in Vermiliion on November 28th at the Alumni Theatre at Lakeland College and in Lloydminster the next 2 days at the Black Box Theatre. All shows begin at 8 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at the door or at Cloud Number 9 in Vermiliion. Green is the color of the day as the Grey Cup is underway right now. For those who didn't make it to Regina for the big game, there's plenty of places in the border city to catch the action. Green was splashed around the Canadian brew house as fans were getting excited.
I just love the atmosphere. It's a lot of fun hearing all the other Rider fans, and it's a lot of fun being out with everybody else.
There's nothing better than being a Rider fan. You fit in everywhere.
And the fans were looking forward to seeing their favorite players in action.
Weston Dressler, he's the best player in the CFL, works the hardest. He's not even that big of a guy, he just has his heart into it, puts 110% in.
Ricky Foley, John Chick, Ben Heenan, the big guys up front. Without them, there is no team.
Now Kyle will be giving us the updates on the game later in sports.